Go fly. So I'm going to start to pull in some power. You're going to feel us get light on our skids. We're going to go straight up in the air, and we're going to take off out to our southwest. And away we go. All right, we're going to climb up to between 300 and 500 feet over the ground. And for the most part, we'll be cruising right around 100 knots, which is 115 miles per hour. Which sounds like it's going to be really fast, but it won't appear to be that fast because our points of reference will still be a few hundred feet below us. Now, in recent years, they built zipline courses. This is about 5 years ago. They built the classic zipline course here. And then 4 years ago, they built what they call the extreme zipline course, which is over on the west end of the Royal Gorge. There goes somebody zipping right now. All right, now we're 300 feet above the ground, cruising at 85 knots. So from here, you can see the entire north burn scar from the Royal Gorge fire continues over to the south. This was June of 2013. It was actually started from roadside debris. It was classified as, so pretty much cigarette butt out of a window. It burned right with the wind direction. So it came kind of right at us here from the southwest up to the northeast. Where it crossed over the gorge was right over here through this little gully. So you have a lot of different features down there that allow uplifting action of the wind, so it's just raining fiery debris down from the south to the north. Only burned 3,000 acres of forest. Not too bad for a Colorado wildfire, but it did burn down 48 of 52 structures at the park, but the bridge did not burn down, so that's kind of an important part. They had to replace everything on the north rim, so now they just have one brand new visitor center. It's a beautiful facility. On the south rim, they changed a whole lot. They still have the Sky Coaster and the old theater, but they put in a new barbecue joint. They have a little children's play center with a carousel, an amphitheater there with grass seating, a new gondola you can see returning over to its port, and then a zip line. So you can zip line across this gap. It's about 1,300 feet across and about 1,300 feet over the Arkansas River. It's pretty incredible. Well, I say that, but I've never done it. I'm kind of afraid of heights, believe it or not. So, yeah. Being inside of something and being in control, completely different than standing on the edge of something, dangling from a wire. All right, now we can see the entirety of the south burn scar. So they came in after this fire and chipped up a lot of these trees. They just left behind little groves of trees for habitat for some of the chipmunks and the birds. It's gonna be a long process to regrow trees up here because of all the granite near the surface. Now we're gonna come back in from the south to the north. Unfortunately, the incline here did not make it. All the vegetation underneath there caught on fire, and it was kind of like a barbecue grill. The entire 2 weeks of the fire melted and warped a lot of that track. It's going to be $10 million to replace that structure, so they didn't get quite that in insurance money back. It's going to be probably 5 to 10 years before they can replace that. Some people have said, hey, just turn it into stairs like the Manitou incline, but the problem with that is people will get down it fine, but they won't be able to get back up. All right, now we're going to make our way back up north. Normally you can see Pikes Peak, but it's already underneath a thunderstorm. Hopefully everything stays up there today so we can fly all day, but I doubt it. We've got a lot of thunderstorms already starting their way this way.
I think it's 40%.
Yeah, well, it was 20% yesterday, and we had a storm that came through here that looked like it was a tornado. You see that? Yeah, from up. It was like from here all the way down to Colorado Springs and south of Pueblo. That was pretty impressive. I've never driven through rain that tough. All right, now we're going to come back in over the zip line course. So we'll get down to about 100 feet, 100 knots. Do a couple little S-turns just to kind of scrub off some of this airspeed we're coming over the hill with. We're just down through 90 knots, so we're still cruising 103 miles per hour. It really doesn't feel that fast up here. Now we're slowing down through 85 knots, and as we cross over the highway, we'll do one more left-hand turn back into the wind on final approach. So what do you guys think? You like the helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. A little different than Will or Mike. Mike flew pretty much acrobatic. Will flies, I think, a lot more straight up and down. And then I'm kind of a little bit in between. Just a nice little thrilling ride.
You gotta be Beach Boys to be that way.
Yeah. All right, after we set down here, Skylar's going to be right out to assist you. He's going to open the door for you. And as you exit, just make sure to exit to the front. And make sure not to go back towards that hot exhaust or that tail rotor. Well, thanks for coming back again and flying with us. We appreciate it. You guys have a great time over there at the bridge. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. First time on the helicopter?
Yeah.
Would you do it again? We'll see. Yeah, I have to think about it. It's a totally different feeling. Thank you very much.